Yep, I'm plugged in. Excellent. Just gotta set up back here. There it is. Get that going. Hello everyone, Danny here yet again on this Friday afternoon with another retro style game. Today I'll be doing Shalnor Legends, Sacred Lands. I have played this quite a bit actually before doing this review, slash playthrough. So this isn't going to be like some of those other videos where I was doing a first time playthrough. As you see, I'm almost 50% through. Almost 60% collectibles. I've spent quite a bit of time on this game. And I'm going to tell you why I stopped playing it. Actually, I'm showing it to you right now. This area here, this is some of the poorest game design I've ever seen. You know how difficult it is for me to turn the contrast and the brightness up on this TV, just for this one game, mind you. I'm trying to remember what the buttons are. Okay, that's the dash. As you can see, this is very much a... Can I interact with this? I guess not. Oh yeah, you don't need to interact with that. It just saves you. You just warp from here. As you can see though, this game looks very much like a Zelda clone, because it is. We all know what it's emulating and that it's an homage to Super Nintendo era Legend of Zelda. I believe it was Link to the Past was that one. Very good game. This, however, is not a very good game. I have invested about 8 hours of game time into this, but I mean, can you see anything going on the screen? I can barely see those ghosts. And if you have any kind of lights on inside your home, it'll reflect off the screen and you won't be able to see these. See that guy? Just and then suicide bombed me. Now you can see the visibility is far better now. Also you can see these graphics. They definitely are not 16-bit. They're not let alone 8-bit. I'm not sure what bit you would consider these graphics, to be honest. This is almost like... It's almost like Flash game graphics at times, but there's tiny bits of pixelation going on. I'm not going to be playing much of this for this stream because this is just a quick review and just showing off a little bit of the game. Let's talk to this man. Right. Looks like I'm fully upgraded on that. Okay, I remember now. I think it was the bracers. I was not fully... Here we go. this one. I have not, yeah, the bracers I haven't fully leveled. I got that. So I'm still missing a couple items. I could not for the life of me find the third one of this. Still have no idea what these ghost coins are for. I watched a playthrough, although it was very late at night, so I don't remember much of it. But from what I saw, the game didn't even look like it was something I'd want to beat. One of the bosses looked like one of the bosses that's actually coming up ahead. It looked like it didn't look like a fun boss fight, and I'm already frustrated with this game, to be honest with you. So I feel no need to bother trying to beat this game, especially where I'm at too. Not quite at a dead end. I just hit a point to where I no longer enjoy this game. I mean, geez, look how dark everything is. It's at nighttime though, so this isn't really that fair of an assessment. So here, let me go back to this shady, the haunted cliffs. I was gonna say shady area, but you do this to save, I believe. Or no, you don't do that. You do this to, oh, you do save. Oh, darn, I really didn't want to save. Yeah, so you do that to switch to daytime, and as you can see, it's just as dark in the daytime. Go back here, and voila, you can see everything. So this, there we go. This is a better representation of what the graphics look like. So yeah, these are hardly, these are not 16-bit, maybe 24 or 32. Is 24 really a thing? I mean, they said the Neo Geo was actually 24, but I remember growing up hearing 32, but now people are revoking that, saying it's not quite, they want to say it's like 16, but it was more powerful than 16 bits, so you can't just say it was, but 24 makes sense. Poof. Yeah, the arrows don't cost money. They do cost your magic points, but those, as you can see, my blue bar up there, my mana is regenerating. I think you just get the one bow and that's it, but you get multiple types of arrows, and to unlock certain areas you need those arrows. You need the fire to light torches, and then there are some doors that require you to fire this ice arrow at it. Yeah, so in order to get past certain points, you need specific things like that. Yeah, this is about the extent of what I'm gonna show the gameplay about, though. Story-wise, it's interesting. You know, you show up in this foreign land to take a test to save a bunch of people, and a bunch of people are stuck in this world because they tried to take the test and failed, but not all of them died from their failures. In the beginning of the game, you meet the guy that the skeleton belongs to, and he gives you, I believe, your first weapon. Here you need the bow and arrow to shoot that to make this bridge here appear so that you can cross over. Otherwise, you're just doing a lot of trekking around. So it's kind of a shortcut. Or does it open? No, this button unlocks this one, over connects that. Some of the design in this I have issue with. Just some of the dungeons, the traps are really brutal at times. Some of the boss fights are really wonky too. The controls are tight, but that doesn't change the fact that the controls are bad, and I'm going to explain what that means. Yeah, it's very responsive when you want to do something. It's very responsive, but things like this, there are little hang-ups that cause issue. Like, you see how I just destroyed all of those, and I wasn't even near this top row of barrels. Every so often you'll go to do that and you'll just get hung up on one randomly. I don't know if that's like a little bug, I don't know, but there are a couple things where you get clipped onto, like walls and stuff, where I have gotten stuck on walls, trying to get away from bad guys actually. I've been chased, and I'll move along a wall, try to get away, and then every so often that'll happen like that. I don't know what that's about or why, but it just happens. So, but yeah, overall, as far as this game goes, I've sank a lot of time into this game, a lot, and only to not really enjoy it much, mostly because I've spent a lot of that time stuck in this area here in the Haunted Cliffs. And as it stands now, I'm stuck at this dungeon that I'm supposed to go through, but I'm not going to get there anytime soon with these annoying ghosts suicide bombing me like that. It's very frustrating too, because I can't even see half of those things, and like I said, I had to crank up the brightness in order to see them at all. But this is what I have issue with, these traps. These traps are such a pain in the butt. Not just that, but one little hiccup and you get caught up on these blades. These blades do so much damage to you. I could have swore I wasn't in the spikes, but whatever. Little hiccups like that. There's just little micro things. Just you ever hold your breath when doing something really tense in a video game? I was holding my breath most of that time. This spot here, this is very, very frustrating. And I've gotten caught on this wall, and then one of those bladed spinners just tore me up. I've had it happen many times, actually. Whew, I made that. Yeah, see, that's not enough time to cross that. They do not give you enough time to cross. And that's one of the major negative strikes against this game. So I'm back here yet again. Yeah, I have not been able to pass that one spot because of that And so yeah, I'm stuck, and just getting here was so frustrating. Just this part of the map was so difficult. See, this is a perfect winter / rainy weather / play at night game. Play at night with all the lights off kind of game. But you have any lights on in your home? Forget it. These traps do massive amounts of damage too. So, you know, you botch it up once, you're screwed. You're done. It's over. Whew. I mean, clearly it's not fully over, but I mean, look, I get hit once and that's it though. So I have to make this move count. Whew. Alright, I might need that other one here shortly. I think I've passed that section unscathed one time ever. Yeah, see, like I was barely even near that, and they got me. Well, I'm gonna call this video, and yeah, as far as this goes, I think I gave it a 4 out of 10. At least that's what I posted before I started streaming this. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. This is a 4 out of 10. This is a pass. The only redeeming quality about this is that it'll scratch your Zelda itch if you do not have a Nintendo system to play it on, like the Switch, so, or you know, the Super Nintendo Classic or the NES Classic, or if you're like me, have a RetroPie with all the games for the NES and SNES anyway, but but yeah, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that though. So yeah, this game could be so much better. It really could be, but there's just too much in it. I'm gonna tell you, developers, when you make games like this, please get them play tested, or play test them yourselves, please, or have a friend do it. You know, hand it to your friend and have them play it. That has nothing to do with the game. Get their input. The testing aspect is extremely important, because it's the difference between a 10 out of 10 and a 9 out of 10. Or in this case, a 4 out of 10. Or in the case of All Was Awakening, an 8 out of 10. It was only an 8 out of 10 because there were a couple flaws in that game that held it back from being a perfect 10. This, however, has many flaws. Many flaws. And that would... I don't know, if I gave frustration factor its own section to judge and give rating, I would say that this gets the 10 out of 10 in the frustration factor. I've died so many times in this game from things I didn't know, or just from getting hung up on the wall trying to run from something coming at me. I mean, those blade traps, I've gotten hung up on the wall trying to pass one of those before. It's really frustrating, guys who programmed this game, just so you know. So that's where I stand with this. This has the potential to be so much more, and a little play testing goes a long way. Keep that in mind. I bet if you guys had me, send me a demo, dude. I'm on here on YouTube, Danny underscore Jingu. I'm on here on YouTube. Get a hold of me. I'm on Sony, obviously. You know, find me in the PlayStation. I should be the only Danny Jingu out there. So I'm definitely the first on the online scene anyway. So yeah, a little playtesting goes a long way. Send me a small demo. I'll give you my opinions for free. Free. I'll sign all the NDAs even. I won't speak to anybody. I won't stream any of it. But please, play test these games. You guys need to do this. You can't just put something out like this full of bugs and then come back and patch it and patch it and patch it and patch it. We've seen how well that works with modern games. I mean, you know, you want to be the next Cyberpunk 20, you know, you and get slammed right out the get-go, and then finally when the hype has died and nobody cares about your game, you fix it. Like that's how you go out of business, folks. That's how software publishers disappear, or they get encompassed by another one that's more successful. That's how this happens. So please, play test your games. Get them in working order before you put them out there for sale. And if you're going to sell a buggy game, it had better well be cheap, because I didn't pay a whole lot for this. I think this was something I paid under. I think this was a $14.99 game. I'm not sure, but it's not worth $14.99. This is a $7.99 game. Honestly, to be real with you, this is a $5.99 game, to be honest with you. I played that Gun Crazy game before this, and I paid less for that game than I did this, and that's a far better executed video game. It's not a better game, it's better executed, because it knows what it is and accomplishes it far better than this. This knows what it is, but it doesn't know what it's doing. And that's the difference. Well, that's all I've got to say about this game, and that's all the time I plan on wasting, time and breath I plan on wasting on this steaming pile of doggy doo of a video game that could have been so much more, but it wasn't because of lack of playtesting. With that said, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. All subscribers are appreciated, as well as all viewers. If you didn't like the video, please leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel I could make the channel better, improve the channel, grow the channel. Just anything I can do to get more eyes on my stuff and more subscriptions under my belt. Well, that's all I've got to say about that. With that said, have a good morning, a good day, or a good evening, depending on where in the world you are. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Danny out.